Chili Peppers on Northeast PA's classic rock, Rock 107. Well, you're probably wondering, who the hell is this guy? A new guy at Rock 107? Well, sort of. My name is Ed Hamilton. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I used to be chairman of the board at Hamilton, and hell, I guess I still call myself chairman of the board. Some of you who are old enough might remember me. I was your 7 to midnight host on Rock 107 for 10 years. Back in the early days of this radio station. Now, I was a kid in high school back in 1980 when Spirit of the Radio by Rush came on at 7 p.m. on a cold February evening, and my dream of working at this radio station was born. Me and my buddies listened endlessly. We taped the shows. We called in. Man, we thought the early Rock 107 jocks were just gods. We thought they were heroes. We listened all day and night, and 5 years later, I showed up here. I was lucky enough to get the evening job. And after a while, I grabbed some ratings, had some fun, played some great music, and made a lot of great friends along the way. And I'll never even call them fans. I'll just say you were friends. Many of you invited me to your weddings. You told me about your kids being born, and hell, some of you got into trouble and even called me from prison. And I'm proud to say that I always accepted the charges. If you called me from prison, I accepted the charges. And you know, back then we partied like we were going to live forever, and we partied at places like Gallagher's, CC's, Market Street Square, and the Woodlands. And I think only the Woodlands is the last man standing out of that group. But about 10 years later, I chased another dream. I left Rock 107 to become a journalist, and I was fortunate enough to work for a company that happened to own a few newspapers a few floors down. So I moved downstairs. I still stayed in touch with the people of Northeast Pennsylvania, but I spoke to them in a slightly different language. In 29 years that I haven't been here, I did some things that I'm pretty proud of, some pretty amazing things. I helped run this company and building websites and audiences. I married an amazing woman, had 3 remarkable children. The youngest kid probably rocks harder and better than I ever did. He's got an amazing taste in music. I'm fortunate enough to have some grandchildren. They're all healthy and beautiful and happy. And like many of you, I lost some important folks along the way. In 29 years, I lost my dad. Here at Rock 107, we lost Jay Daniels and we lost DC Day. And man, they were tough blows for the station and for the listener family out there. Rest in peace to those guys. I got older, hopefully a little smarter. I lost a lot of hair and lost a few joints along the way. And no, you smart asses, not the kind you smoke, the kind you walk on. But if you'd be kind enough to welcome me back, I promise we'll have some fun, play some great music, tell a few war stories from the old days. I'm still a little bit of a smart ass, and I still like to have some fun. So tell your parents, tell your grandparents, tell your friends that the chairman of the board is back. Look for me on Facebook as Rock 107's Ed Hamilton, or email me at hamilton@rock107.com. I'd love to hear from you and catch up with you, and we'll share your thoughts on the air. Now, buckle up and enjoy the ride. I'll be here on the ride home every night on the overnight. Now, that's the speech. Back to work. I'll post it on Facebook for those of you who missed it. We'll post it on the Rock 107 app as well. But for now, let's get down to some serious business. It's hands on the wheel, kids, between 10 and 2. Keep the car between the white lines and it'll open it up. It's ZZ Top on Rock 107.